Welcome to Weary Wolf Adventures. Today we're going to take a look at a 24-hour combat ration pack, and this is Hindu Menu 1. So let's open this up, take a look at the contents, set it out over 3 meals and give this a taste review. First up, we have diced pear in a light syrup. We have chicken soup, chicken with pasta, baked beans in tomato sauce, apple bun, chicken with lentils, some processed cheese spread, sweet oat biscuits, a oat biscuit, 1 oat biscuit, 1 drink powder lime flavour, fruit and nut mix, some cola flavoured sweets, some hot chocolate powder, strawberry jam, a protein drink powder apple flavour, a fruit mix, fruit oat biscuits, chocolate bar, plum jam, 2 instant coffees, a mild curry powder, chili powder, 2 hot sauce, chewing gum, 2 tea bags, tomato sauce, purification tablets, 3 hot drink whiteners, 8 white sugars, 1 salt, 1 pepper, 1 cooker stove with heating tablets, 1 metal stove, 1 pack of windproof matches and striker, some fuel tablets, and we also have 2 wet wipes, a 10 pack of tissues, a small scouring pad, a plastic MRE spork, a reusable Ziploc bag. That's a seriously large amount of components for our MRE. That's everything laid out on the tray. First things first, we're going to heat up the baked beans in a tomato sauce. Next, we're going to take a look at the pear in light syrup. Some of the dried fruit. We have some sweetened sultanas and cranberries. A double hit of coffee. Nice strong coffee to start the morning. This ration pack contains sugar and whitener, creamer. I was going to put 2 in, but I think that's probably going to be enough sugar for that drink. So we'll stick with the 1. No cold drink for breakfast because I'm saving it for the lunch and dinner menu. So we've got 3 different lots of oat biscuits in this MRE, 24-hour MRE. So I'm going to go with the fruit oat biscuits this morning with a jam. Couple intact, we use them for the jam. I'm going to go for the plum jam this morning. And finally we do have the cheese, which I was trying to think what I wanted to do with when we pulled these out of the pack, and I think I'm just going to make cheesy beans with some black pepper this morning because that's what I fancy. So that's the baked beans heated up. So that's not your standard baked beans, because in here you've got haricot beans, red peppers, yellow peppers. It's also got some sweet corn in there as well. I'm going to continue with my plan of adding some cheese to this. So for breakfast we have the baked beans with peppers and sweet corn with some processed cheese mixed in. We have the fruity oat biscuits with some plum jam. We have some sliced pear in light syrup, some raisins and some cranberries dried, and a strong double hit of coffee. Let's give this a taste review. One thing I forgot to do was to put some of the black pepper onto the cheesy beans, so we just get that done now quickly. That's a big packet, so we won't use all of that. We'll save some of that if we want it later on in the day. First up, I think we'll have a bit of coffee. That's a really nice coffee. Your basic instant coffee with some sugar, which makes it nice and sweet, with the one whitener. I call it creamer whitener. Nice little bit of caffeine kick in the morning. I think we'll go straight in on the main today. My camera's doing this funny thing where it's just auto lensing. I don't know why it's doing that. Didn't ask it to do that. I was expecting standard baked beans, but I should have just looked at the ingredients list. But here we go, that's the cheesy beans with a bit of black pepper. That's actually really tasty. I actually like I do like cheesy beans anyway, so I think adding the cheese to the beans was a good idea. It's a bit odd having a bit of sweet corn crunch in your mouth when you're just expecting baked beans. But out of the 3 mains you get in this 24-hour MRE, I thought baked beans was probably the most logical choice for breakfast. Next we're going to try the oatmeal biscuit with some plum jam. I think I've sorted out my camera moving around now, sorry about that. So there's a nice crunch to the biscuits. They're not stale at all. They've got like a little fruity kind of crunch. They've got some little bit fruity bits inside them, and they've got a really nice crunch. And the plum jam is just really nice and sweet on top. That's really nice. Do love a biscuit with jam on it. Next up, we've got these pear slices. Now, I thought these would be quite mushy, but they actually got quite a bit of textures to them still, which is really nice. Let's give them a taste review. This is no exaggeration. They taste almost as fresh, which is unbelievable because they've been in a packet for so long. They taste as fresh as if you were to cut them and slice them yourself. They've still got so much like firmness to them. That's really quite shocking, to be honest. I wasn't expecting that. A lot of tin fruits come out as a mush, so that's really nice. Then we've got some of the sultanas and the cranberries. I love cranberries, so I'm looking forward to this. Really nice, lovely cranberries. Dried cranberries are just brilliant in my opinion anyway. One of my favourite dried fruits. So that's breakfast done. I think overall that's a nice breakfast. I wouldn't say it's a standout breakfast if I'm giving an honest review. I was put off a little bit by the main, having the peppers and the sweet corn in it, but it turned out quite nice. So I'm probably going to say that is actually my favourite part of the breakfast menu. So that's lunchtime's menu laid out onto the tray. I think what we'll do first is get the chicken with lentils heated up, and then we'll prepare the rest. We've got the main heating up. Let's make a cup of tea. Leave that to steep. We've got a cold drink for lunch as well. We're going to use the lime flavoured drink powder. We have the apple bun. Looks to have a apple filling inside. Some cola flavoured sweets. I've got some curry powder and some chilli powder to spice up the main if needed. We also have a single oat biscuit. Let's finish off the tea before we go get the main. Put one whitener in there. So we have the apple bun, the chicken and lentils for the main, some cola bottles, a oat biscuit, the lemon drink, a couple of packs of seasoning and a cup of tea. I'm going to try the main without adding anything to it first. I should have done that with the beans this morning. And then we'll add some spice and heat accordingly. We start with the tea. Not the best tea I've had in the world. Good enough. I think we're going to go straight in on the main again. So this, lots of lentils, and there are some big chunks of chicken in it. Well, there are some sizable bits of chicken in there. That's really nice. It's got a kind of savoury, mild curry taste to it. So I think what I'm going to do is try and add a little bit of heat to this. Make sure I pick the right one. Go for the chili powder. Give that a mix in. Let's try it with a bit more heat. That's much better. It's not going to be a blow your head off heat, but it's definitely an improvement on that. Just gives it a little bit more of a kick, but it's a really nice savoury main. Got the oat biscuit. Still really sweet, really sugary. It's definitely not. I was thinking maybe I could dunk that in with the lentils, chicken lentils. It's too sugary for that. Wash it down with some of this lemon drink. Lovely lemon barley kind of flavour to it. Definitely had a lot more artificial flavours, but lemon is a nice flavour. I'm looking forward to the apple protein drink later on this evening. Apple and pear, probably one of my favourite flavours. I think I've said that many times on the channel. Next we have the apple bun with the apple filling. That's seriously good. The bread is really moist. The apple filling is really flavoursome. It's a bit like a cinnamon bun with some apple inside it. That's really good. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm going to say that is brilliant. Bread wise, that's fantastic. It's super soft, super moist. There's nothing stale about that. And then finally we've got some of these colour balls. Just like shop bought colour bottles. I would put them in my pocket and I would offer them out whilst trekking and walking and camping. I think these would be something I just snack on in my pocket as opposed to sitting down with my meal. Lovely little colour bottles. I'm going to get evening one done. And then there'll probably still be a few components left over because there was so much in this. I think, you know, I think we've got another jam coming up as well. So double jam in one day. 3 lots of oatmeal biscuits in one day. But yeah, we will come back later on this afternoon, evening. And one standout part to this lunchtime menu's got to be that apple bun. Absolutely delicious. And then I'd say that the main is pretty decent as well. I do like the savoury flavour. I like the fact that they put the chilli sauce, the chilli powder into it so that you can add that whenever you needed to. We've actually got the evening meal laid out. We're going to heat up the chicken with pasta. For our main, I've opted for a soup for my hot drink because I didn't fancy the hot chocolate today. And then we've got the apple drink as well as some extras to make up. So we've got the main heating up. First things first, this evening we're going to get the soup made. The apple protein powder drink. So peanuts, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, walnuts and raisins. Let's take a look at the chocolate bar. Third lot of oat biscuits. So the lunchtime one was just oat biscuits and that was really sweet. So it'll be interesting to see how sweet these ones are because these are actually sweet oat biscuits. All but one is intact. Got the strawberry jam. I do love these jams in tubes. They're so much easier than if you get them in a little tub. You just swirl them around, squeeze them out. Let's get the chicken with pasta out onto the tray. That's a nice looking pasta. It looks a bit like a carbonara or a mushroom stroganoff with pasta in it, that does. So we have the sweet oatmeal biscuits with strawberry jam, the chicken with pasta, fruit and nut mix, a apple protein drink, some chocolate, and a chicken soup. Let's give our final meal of the day a review. I think we'll start with the soup, which has not got the best taste to it. It's got a chicken taste, but it just tastes a bit stale. That's odd. No, not a fan of that one. And I think we're going to wash that out actually with some of this apple flavoured apple protein drink. That's really nice. It's got a nice subtle apple flavour to it. I love apple flavour anyway, so that's right up my street. And that's washed away that odd taste from the chicken soup. I was expecting better from that chicken soup, if I'm honest. Next we have the pasta, chicken pasta. It's got lots of mushrooms in here. I'm a big fan of mushrooms, so I'm happy with that. That's a really nice flavour. Lots of mushrooms in there. You've got like a nice earthy mushroom flavour. It's creamy. You've got bits of chicken in there. It does need a bit of pepper. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that leftover pepper. I'm glad I saved that now. And mix that in a little bit. That's definitely up there in my main favourites. My favourite mains. That's a really nice flavour. Texture, everything about that's really tasty. Then we've got the strawberry jam. Should we try one of the sweet biscuits on its own like I did at lunchtime? I don't know if it's a psychological thing, the way my brain's going, but that actually tastes less sweet than the standard oatmeal one, but that might just be something to do with me. Let's try it with some jam on. That jam really improves it, really adds to the flavour. There's a really nice flavour to that. I do like the jam on the oatmeal biscuits. Next we're going to try some of the nuts and seeds. I'm just going to do a handful of all the different nuts with the raisins. The fruit you get is just raisins in this one. Really nice. A bit like the cola bottles this afternoon. I would be saving them as a snack whilst moving around. Don't particularly think I need them with my meal. And then finally we've got some of the chocolate. See, it looks dark in colour, but it is, from what I can taste, just a standard budget milk chocolate. The standout though for this evening's meal is 100% definitely this main. I'm coming back to this main again. I love it. It's just a firm winner for me. So that is the highlight, not just of the evening meal, that's probably the highlight of the entire 24 hours. So that's the Hindu 24-hour combat MRE ration. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other MRE reviews. I've got some British 24-hour menus. I've got French menus. I've got loads of them now. It's really building up. I've got Lithuanian, Polish, Chinese, and my current favourite at the moment, which has surpassed the French ones, is the Norwegian Arctic field rations. I'm just going to see quite a few more reviews of them as we go forwards because they are up there in my favourite MREs of all time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you've watched all the way through the end, please like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you think of this review. Have you tried it? And I'll hopefully see you in a future video. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.